Hey there, this is MC Yoda, and welcome back to the game Foundation and my little town of Emerald Pointe. I just recorded about 15 minutes of gameplay to a black screen, so I had to start over a little bit, but let me fill you in on what's going on. So, when we ended last episode, this forester, let me turn time back on here. This forester was stuck going in and out of his building, and he was doing that again when I logged in. And I think I determined that he wasn't able to see that this bridge connected this island over here. So, because this over here is his zone for replanting. And the reason why I figured that out is I took the woodcutters and I removed this woodcutting zone. I put their woodcutting zone here, and none of them could figure out how to get across the bridge. They just sat there saying that they were waiting for work. So what I did was I destroyed the bridge, and I'm making a new one because it started way up here by town, and if I tried to, the only edit I could do was to move it. I couldn't make it, like, smaller. So I decided to just destroy it and take the loss. I'm building a new bridge, which is costing us 45 planks, so it's a pretty heavy cost. Oh, it just finished. Look at that. And except now this is a shorter bridge, so it starts here at the shore and ends here at the shore. It doesn't go on land very far. So I'm hoping that means that this forester, when he gets back to work, will hopefully see this bridge. So we'll keep our eye on that and see how that's going. So that's pretty much what you missed. There was about 15 minutes of me trying to figure out what the heck was going on. So it's probably good that it wasn't recorded, actually. Oh my gosh. Okay, the other thing I was discussing was last episode we got our clothing chain, our clothing production chain going. So they are producing wool, they're producing cloth, and they're producing clothes. It does look like the cloth is not able to keep up with the wool, and the clothes seems to be almost outpacing the cloth, like where we don't have much cloth. What is that? Oh, that's a trader. Okay, that's the new town that we unlocked last episode, I think. That's pretty cool. I didn't recognize the symbol. Is that them? Yeah, that's them, middle. Yeah, they're coming in to buy clothes. So anyway, so I'm going to keep my eye on the clothing production chain and just see how that's going throughout this episode and see, like, I would like to see a little bit of a backlog of cloth because we need cloth to build with sometimes. So we'll just keep our eye on that. Another thing is once the woodcutters are done with their zone over here, once they've finished the trees, I want them to then start cutting over here. But again, we have to make sure that bridge works before that's going to happen. Okay, so as far as the actual goal then for this episode, I figured the next thing to do is look at tool production. So I unlocked the tool production chain. I spent 50 gold on that. And we're already making good money because we were at only 250 when I bought it, and we're already back up from the 200 up to 315. So we're making good money. But that production chain is going to require 4 buildings and enough people to man them or to work them. As far as housing is concerned, we can fit 2 more people in this house, and then we have these 2 houses that can be upgraded to fit up to 8 more. So I was thinking about where these guys could do their job, and one thought was there's an iron deposit out here, and I was thinking for a moment that I could turn this into Iron Island instead of Lumber Island. But I also noticed, I'm going to check out this messenger in just a second, that there is an iron deposit right here in the sheep farm. So what I'm actually thinking then instead is I purchase this lot of land, I start the tool production over here, still relatively close, that I think even if they lived here they'd be within distance of their working space. And if I put the iron miners right here next to this, I could probably just expand the sheep farm just a little bit to make up the difference. So that's the plan. So let's see what this guy is here to say. Let's see. Okay, so they want us to improve trade. I'll do that later because again, I think that's going to require a bailiff and costly. Yeah, middle right, 100 polished stone we have to send to them. So these are things we can't upgrade these trade routes until we can handle these costs right here. So that's just something I'll do later. I'm going to, let's go ahead and welcome 2 of these people in. They should take up residence in this house right here. And that could that'll probably be our iron miners. So let's go ahead and get the iron mining started. Let's see. All right, so that would be an iron mining camp. It does need 3 cloth. We have 2 right now, so perhaps for the moment, why don't I, let's see, the weaver is making the cloth. Why don't I pause the clothing just to let a little bit of that cloth build up? Just so we can build this thing. Alright, so the iron mining camp. I say we just put it right here next to the iron mine itself. We can turn this towards the road, the entrance towards the road here. There we go. 25 gold, some tools, and some materials. Okay, that sounds good. And now let's just double check the sheep farm. Paint the pasture. It is still adequately sized. Okay, so that didn't hurt the farm at all. We will double check once that's finished building. If this goes down to too small, then we'll just adjust as we need. All right. Let's see. Oops. Okay. Bringing wood. Okay. All right. So we'll let that iron farm start going. Let's see what's happening over here. Has the forester come back to work yet? He's going to rest at home. Okay, I don't see any saplings planted here yet, so I don't think either he hasn't come to work yet, or he still can't get across that bridge. So these 2 new people, these 2 unemployed people, are living in this house. Okay, I think let's go ahead and look. We're gonna have to upgrade these houses because we're gonna need people to work these new production buildings. So let's look at we need to get them what do you call it? All right, light fortification. We need light fortification and patrolling. So as far as the patrollers are concerned, these patrollers, right, we have 1 patroller in this tower and then 2 patrollers in this tower, and the 3 of them together seem to be keeping everyone pretty full. It'll be interesting to see if adding 2 more houses to that will change anything. But we do have room to hire 1 more patroller if we need it. Okay, but first we need light fortification. So we're probably just going to do another one of these watchtowers, and then what I'll do is I'll have to hire another watchman to man that. Oh my gosh, holy cow. This is this is taking a lot of people. Oh, is this done already? No, it's still building. Okay, it looked done. Okay, I guess we start with the fortification. We start with the watchtower. Yeah, so we can position this in such a way that whenever... So if we were maybe to put it here and turn it like this... Okay. Is the way in blocked by anything? Where's the way in? Nope. So if we were to do that... Okay, there we go. I want to be able... Okay. So you can see the cone there that it's making, and that means that houses that we build in that area will already be fortified. So I think this is a good position for that watchtower. So let's go ahead and get that started. It's interesting that it says I have 12 tools. Oh, probably because I got the refund for these after I'd already purchased to get up to 10. All right, let's go ahead and get 1 miner in here. We're going to start with 1. And then I think that other person that we brought in is going to come over here to work this tower. So that we can start upgrading those houses. Let's go ahead and mark our patrol and say we want to start patrolling. I want to make that circle small to match. Is that the right size? There we go. So let's make this house patrolled and this house patrolled. There we go. All right. Oh, we're also going to have to build a warehouse over here. So we're going to need 1 or 2 miners. We're going to need a warehouse person. Wow, we're gonna really have a lot of workers over there. See, I'm telling you, this tool production chain is huge. It really is. It's big. And this is built so we can go ahead and start the clothing production back up. Okay, unpause that. Okay, let's see. All right, let this watchtower get built and see. Let's see. We're gonna use, once these upgrade, that's gonna be 20 planks each. So we got plenty of planks. All right, this bridge is here. I don't see any saplings over here yet. Let's see. Is our forester working? Oh, look, it says he's waiting for work. Guys, I don't know why this bridge... Look, he's doing this again. I don't know why this bridge isn't working. They can't see this bridge. They don't know it's here. This is my first time ever using a bridge, and it appears to me that the bridge is broken. That's not cool. That's really not cool. Let me test that out again. So let me take away their wood cutting area. Okay. And then we'll just put a wood cutting area here. Just to see if any of the wood cutters start coming across the street. So what happened when I did this, when I messed up my recording a minute ago, was they would just sit here and it says waiting, and they would say like working, but they'd just be stretching, and then these things would say there's no resources available. So let's just give them a minute to yeah, so right now that's the only place they can chop down trees. So let's see if they can figure it out. This is bumming me out if that bridge is broken. I don't know what to do with that. I mean, I spent 100 gold on this plot of land. I guess I could like, and I've spent like almost 100 planks building two. Oh. All right. Well, someone's using the bridge. Excellent. Okay. So now what's up with the forester then? Then what's up with the forester? I don't know. Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's do this. Let's do a little bit of a rearranging here. So edit. Click. There we go. Okay, this costs a little bit. Well, no, let's not move that. I don't need to move it. Let's just move the forester's building. Let's move him here. Or right here, even. It's a weird place, kind of blocking that bridge. I don't love that. But oh, I don't like that. I don't like that position at all. But let's just see if that snaps him out of it and gets him yeah, you. I'm working. No, you're not. Okay, well now that we know that the bridge is working, let's let the woodcutters finish chopping down the wood over here. Because that was the plan. I wanted them to finish that before they started with this part over here. Waiting for a builder. Okay, yep, these houses are upgrading. So let's go ahead. I think I need to hire a second watchman. So that watchman, so that both towers now have a watchman. So 2 towers, 2 watchmen. Okay. All right, this house is already done being upgraded. Look at that. That's great. So we can get 8 more people in this place. So let's go ahead. Once they start arriving, let's go ahead and hire at least one for the mining camp. Let's prioritize this, guys. It's just 4 wood. I need this to get done so the forester can start trying to do his job. All the stone cutters are all just sitting because they they filled up the warehouse. Okay. Are like all the builders building this? Oh, there we go. Your house is done. Now let's see what he does. Let's see what he does. Okay. Now come out and go across the bridge. I don't know what's going on with that. That seems broken to me. I don't think it has anything to do with him not being able to see the bridge now. I think he's just broken. Let's dismiss him from the workplace. Just detach him from everything. Okay. Let's also maybe unpaint this zone. Maybe since it was painted before, I don't know. I'm stretching here. Okay. Waiting for work. Well. Okay, let's reassign him. So now he's just kind of wandering around. And now let's repaint his zone. Okay, now let's see when he comes back to this building what he does. He's fetching water. All right, well, we'll check in on him in a minute. Okay, the houses are built. His thing is moved. All of this is happening. Okay. So now we just need to start making our new buildings. Then we'll bring in some of these new folks when they arrive. Okay, so we have 5 iron produced. So the next thing we're going to need, so we're going to need 3 buildings here. Oh, you know what we're going to need? We're going to need to buy this territory. How much gold do we have? We have 420 gold. That's awesome. Okay, let's go ahead and purchase that. Okay, excellent. Resource production. Okay, so we're going to need a charcoal hut. So this will be interesting with the charcoal because I think the charcoal you have to define a wood cutting area for them. I think. And we got an iron smelter and a blacksmith. So I think I'll put the charcoal people here. By the road. Or you know what? Let's tighten it up a little bit. We'll put it like right here next to that. Okay, we'll start building that there. All right, let's welcome the new people in. 1, 2 people. Oh, what's this? Wood for the elders. They're looking to repair some bridges, so we accumulate 100 wood. We currently have 52. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to... we're not going to be able to accumulate that kind of wood because we can't keep our wood stock because it's all turning into planks. So we're just going to have to turn that one down. Okay. So let's go ahead and take one of those 2 new people we just brought in and put them working in this iron mine. And let's make sure that this still is adequately sized. Okay, good. Now let's plan these other... What are those trees? Oh, I think they were cutting them down just to make room for that building. Okay. I'm not 100% certain how the charcoal people are going to work. If I have to define a tree cutting area, but then I'm going to need a forester down here too to replace the trees. Holy cow, this is an ordeal. Speaking of foresters. Yeah, the forester's broken. I don't know what's going on with that. Alright, well, I'll tell you what. We're just going to dismiss you from your workplace and destroy your building, because apparently foresters are broken in this version. I don't know what else to do about that. I don't feel like there's anything I'm doing wrong. I think the game is broken. Yeah. Nothing I can control there. The bridge worked. We made sure we saw that the bridge works, so I don't think there's anything I can control with that. I'll have to look that up after I'm done playing. Okay, so let's see what's going on over here. They're still bringing all the stuff we need to build this. Okay, let's go ahead and plan out our next two builds. We're gonna need a smelter. So the smelter can just be right across the road. I'm assuming, is there a front and back to this? Is that a front? That kind of looks like that's definitely more interesting looking side. Is this no? That's definitely the back side. Okay, so we can plan to have this one sitting right here along that road. But we're not going to commit to that one yet. Okay. And then we're going to then also have the blacksmith shop over here. Now I could put this because this can be closer to the people's homes. Now I'll just have it down here with everyone else. This definitely has a front because there's like a little sign on it I remember from last time. Okay, hold on a second. Sorry for all the weird camera work there. Yep, there's the little sign. Okay, so we'll have that like this so that the little sign is kind of facing the road. Okay. Make sure there's enough room for they can get in this entrance here. Okay, and I'm not going to start that building yet either. The iron's looking pretty decent for the moment. And now I'm also going to need a warehouse down here. That's another thing I'm going to need. Let's see. So, let's look at a warehouse. A warehouse. I guess it's just going to be across the street here. All right, so this right here, this is going to be our tool. All of this to create our own tools, so we don't have to keep buying them. So eventually this will all pay off. Eventually. All right, so let's see. Well, how are we doing with the wood cutting down here? They're almost done cutting down all these trees. I think at this point we can probably be done with that and go ahead and just have them start cutting down these trees here. And hopefully, before they clear this island, I'll look up and figure out what's going on with the foresters. Maybe there's a bug. Okay. Alright, so now do we have a person yet? Yeah, the guy who was the forester, I believe. You're now a charcoal burner. We got 2 charcoal burners. And how many people unemployed did we have? Charcoal, miner. Okay. Miner, watchman. I don't know where that second charcoal person came from. Who are you? I don't know where he came. I lost track of my people. I don't know who he was. Huh. All right. Well. Fair enough. So now one thing I'm not sure about the charcoal burners, if they'll just go ahead and chop down the trees nearby, or if I have to actually define a wood cutting zone for them. I'm not actually sure how that works. Let's make sure. Okay, see, these guys are using the bridge, so I don't think the bridge is the problem anymore. I think that forester was just busted. That's a shame. I'll have to figure that out. That's really bothering me. We need that to work. If our forester is broken, then pretty soon we run out of trees and the game is over. All right. Well, we start building the next thing. This is going to take 10 polished stone. Ooh. Okay, so we're going to have to stockpile prevents villagers from using stored resources. That's not what we want to do. We want to stop selling polished stone for a little bit so we can build up the 10 that we need to build this building. And we'll go ahead and queue this up to be built and at least get all the other resources here. Okay. Now here's some more people coming in. How's this affecting our meat and our fish? Okay, so far we're keeping up good. Keeping up very well. Okay. Let's go ahead and we can fit 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more people. All right, we'll get you guys jobs eventually. We're up to 52. Our current houses, villager path blocked. Oh, someone's already complaining about this. Oh, I knew this was going to start happening eventually. Hopefully they figure that out. When you build your buildings kind of close, some people get like tripped up on things, and I don't know how to really stop that. What was I getting ready to say? Oh, okay. Our church has to be able to handle. So if once we fill up these houses, that's 54 people. The church can only handle 48, so he already can't handle everybody in town. So we need to get this church handling, well, 54 people for now. More if we start building more houses. So let's go ahead and modify this church. And I think, can we just maybe 48 plus 6 is 54, ain't it? I think that's what we do. I think we just make that part of the church bigger. Yeah, let's do that. I like these little like under construction with the little like hamster wheel crane and everything. That's just so cool. Such a cool detail they added to this game. All right. Hopefully that stone was not purchased by him. Just double check. This purchase, I believe, was before we told them not to. All right, I think we're okay. I think we're okay. How's the production going on over here? You've gotten 1 of your polished stones. Okay, there's some being transported. I was going to say we had more than 1 in stock when I said not to sell. Okay. All right. Well, they'll get there eventually. Those stone guys are kind of slow. You know what? We've actually unlocked this level already. Look at that. Our prosperity's 54 now. We could consider upgrading those stonemason huts. Basically, we can add workers to it for them to produce more polished stone. Of course, that would come with housing as well. So let's just hold off on that for now. Let's hold off on that for now. We just know that our production so what's this one going to need? So this one's also going to need polished stone. So we're not going to be selling polished stone for a little bit, is what I'm thinking. So how are we doing that? We've already got 21 of those. Okay, so they are getting charcoal. Where are they getting the charcoal from? You're on free time. I want to know, are they walking all the way over here to get trees? Like, are they going to the wood cutting areas, or are they just kind of chop nearby? Once they come back to work, I want to see where they're chopping trees. I need to figure out if I need to give them a tree cutting zone. Let's go ahead and start this warehouse so we can start storing all the stuff that these guys are producing over here. What's going on over here? You can't get cloth. See, these guys are, I think they're kind of outpacing our cloth production a little bit. Well, I mean, we still have 3 cloth, so I mean, I guess it's we're not sitting at 0 cloth, so I guess we're okay for now. Okay. We just have to polish stone is our bottleneck. We're not going to be able to finish building either. Well, we'll get the warehouse up. We'll get the warehouse up, yeah. It's going to take a while for that chain to get finished. Alright, so they are cutting trees here, so we're going to have to try a new forester at some point in time, but I don't know what to do about him. I really don't know why he's messed up. Again, I think that's something I'll just have to look up between episodes and see if there's like a bug or something. And, okay, let's see. Are any of these guys free time? Free time, okay. I just saw an awful lot of people going across that bridge. I was wondering if any of them were charcoal people. All right. Let's see. All right, I'm in a bit of a holding pattern at this point in time. I have to wait for polished stone. Well, let's see. We'll get this thing built eventually. How's our happiness? Why are some people not 100% happy? Why are you not 100% happy? Service. And you? Service. Okay. So what's going on with that? Okay, so he is under construction. Oh my gosh. I'm building too many things at once. I'm building too many things at once. Okay, builder is assigned. That's funny, it says 0 of 0 planks. Okay, the church is done. Okay. So now this church can do 54 people. We have 52. We have room in our town for 2 more, which here they come. I think I'm just going to go ahead and grab them and fill up these houses. Let's just go ahead and get our 54 people and then go from there. Alright, you and you. There we go. That's our 54 people. So our town is full right now. If we want anyone else, we're going to have to start building new houses. Alright. So I'm in a holding pattern with those. I want to see what's going to go. I want to see what's going to happen. Okay, I'm getting wood. Where are you? Where are you? Ah, that's what I thought. Okay. So I have to define a wood cutting area down here. So we'll start with here, see if there's anything. Oh, they can go all the way to here. Oh, okay. So here you go. We're going to have a wood cutting area here. And here. So the charcoal people can cut anywhere in this area here. There we go. So this is where the charcoal people can get their trees from. And I think the wood cutters will probably still come over here because it's closer to them. I think that's how that works. We'll find out. We'll find out how that works. Okay. The warehouse hasn't even started yet. Why not? Okay, someone's now bringing the stone. Someone's bringing the planks. Okay, so this warehouse will be built soon enough. We can at least... Okay, so now all of our unemployed people. So let's go ahead and get them in warehouses just so that they have a job and we don't lose happiness on them. That was a little trick that DM Bar taught me. So we're going to get 3 people in this one. We'll get 3 people in this one. And we'll see if there's any more. Of course, they'll work in this one once it's ready. We'll get 1 person working here. But those 6 people we just assigned, we'll put them in these buildings once they're ready. But they at least have a job, so they won't become unhappy or restless or anything. If I sort by job, is there like unemployed? Okay, I think that's everybody. So no one is unemployed right now. So those 6 people, oops, those 6 people will end up working in these buildings. So we're going to get 1 here. And then probably like 2, 3, 4. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. See, again, I'm going to need a forester. That's bumming me out. I don't know why that's broken. But you know what? We're not going to run out of trees this episode, so I will look that up between episodes and see what's going on with them. All right, this is almost built. So we can go ahead and dismiss one of the people we just put in here. You're waiting for work anyway. Okay, well, we'll dismiss you from that warehouse. And you're going to come to this warehouse once it's ready, which will be very, very soon here. We're out to see the ribbon cutting. Come on, ribbon cutting. Here we go. Boom, there we go. There you go. You can work in here. So now this is going to hold iron ore, coal, iron. Now here's the thing with the tools. Do we put the tools here where they're being produced, and then anytime a builder needs a tool, they have to walk all the way over here to get it? Or do we keep the tools being stored up here, but that means every time they need a tool, they have to walk over here to get it? I think I put the tools where they're being produced and just let the builders get their steps in. Yeah, I think that's what we do. And then I think with this one, what we do is we say empty stock. And I think that's how, and now I think what is happening is like, they'll take those tools. Yep, and I think she's going to take them all the way down to the other warehouse. Yep, see, it says she's transporting to storage. That's the little storage thing. Okay, so she's going to carry those tools all the way down here. Excellent. Okay. And these aren't full yet. But this one's getting close. This one is not. Okay, now is this guy... Yep, he's gathering wood and he's gathering it from here now. Okay, good. Okay, perfect. What's this guy? He's heading to work. He's a charcoal burner. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that the woodcutters weren't coming down here. Alright, excellent. Okay, so now as far as this is concerned, we just have to wait for these buildings to get built, which we're just in the slow process of waiting for that polished stone. Okay. So I think now, at this point, we're getting to the stage in the game where we're actually using polished stone for building. So we need it for more than just selling. So I think we do have to look at upgrades here. Let's maybe Yeah, let's go ahead and unlock that. We got money. We got almost 400 coins, so we're doing really good with money. we're doing really well with money. We're going to be doing less well because we're not selling any stone right now. So let's go ahead and invest in this. So now what I want is to increase the production of one of these things. So this... Oh, let's see. Tooling table. So this gives us one more worker for 4 tools. That's storage. Oh, input resource storage. Input resource storage. So that's... So they can store stones. That's weird. Okay. Output source storage. Output storage. One worker. Same cost. 2 workers. It's like the same cost. And this is 1 worker. So this adds 2 workers for the same cost of adding 1 worker, and it doesn't use any cloth. So let's build this, and that's going to be attached, I believe, to this one, right? So let's put that over here. And then we can maybe get one person for now working over here. Maybe to just start helping to produce more stone. That should increase our stone production by 50%, right? Because we have 3 people instead of 2. Okay, what's going on over here? Okay, we need 1 more polished stone to get this, build this iron smelter going. Okay, this warehouse... Okay, you're transporting iron ore over there. Good, okay, so she's actually working now. You can hear the charcoal. Isn't that a fun sound? Sorry about that. It's kind of funny because they're making charcoal, but the resource is called coal, which is fundamentally different from charcoal. Just saying. I just found that amusing. Okay, all the resources are here, so this building should be built very soon. Okay, we don't have anywhere to put any newcomers, so we're just going to see what we can do with our current population. Let's go ahead and get 1 person. Oh, this is still... Hold on. Is this... Oh, this isn't built yet. Because we have, like, no tools. Is this guy the one who's going to sell us tools? Oh my god, we're stuck. We have 0 tools until the guy comes by to sell them to us. Which I think is this guy. Oh my gosh. So this guy has to get all the way down here to sell us tools so that they can do stuff like get the 4 tools in here. Alright, well, look at what's going on up here. This is interesting. Look at our wool backing up quite a bit. So that means I think we're going to have to put a second wool storage here. That also means that eventually these weavers just can't keep up, right? We're going to be so overfull with wool. And these clothing makers are really just using up all of our cloth. So I wonder, is this something that has improvements? No. Is that something that we could even get improvements for? Oh, what is this? Another village edict. Pay 100 gold to unlock it. Yeah, let's see what it can do. We're at 415 gold. We're going to be hitting 500 soon. Let's get this edict and see what that can give us. Okay, we're about to buy the tools. No, is that him? No, that's not him. That's the other guy. We got an announcement over here. Rustic food surplus. The mountain of food in our granary. It's still our fish, isn't it? Which, it's shrinking down, though. We're at like 300. Usually we're closer to 400 or 500. Well, hey, everyone gets a happiness bonus for a while. They're going to sing rejoicing tales about our fish stock. Okay, so this iron smelter. Do we want 1 or 2 people in it? Let's start with, let's get 2 people. Let's get 2 people in that building. That'll work at half capacity because it's meant for commoners. This is working at 2/3 capacity. This is working at 100% capacity. Okay. Okay, alright. Yep, so let's go ahead and get them working. So now we can queue up this building to start. Okay. And this is done. Okay, so now, how many more people do we have? We just dismissed them. Where's the other warehouse? 3. Okay, good. So let's actually... Let's do 2 stonemasons, and then we'll have 1 armor smith. How many people can fit? It might only be 1 person that can work in this. I'm not sure. Let's go ahead and let's do that. Let's get 2 people working here. So now we just doubled our polished stone production, right? Because now we have 4 people doing it instead of 2. And if we want, we could always add people to this one as well at some point in time. See, these stone, like, oh, you know what? The tools are gone from here, so we can, boom, and we can put stone here. Okay, good, good, good. All right, and how's our wood warehouse doing? Yeah, we can't keep that thing full, so we don't need to expand on that yet. All right, how's our lumber island is getting kind of torn apart here, isn't it? The foresters. We'll have to figure that out. So yeah, this one, we're going to have a bit of a... We need 5 polished stone for this one. So that one will take a little bit to get built. Is this the guy who's going to finally sell us some more tools? He's going to sell us some more tools. See, I think someone else sold us tools that I wasn't aware of. Or maybe we just got some refunded back whenever a building finished. Alright, we can't accept any people. We don't have anywhere for them to live. Okay. Alright. I think we're doing good. I mean, we're doing good. I think this... Okay, I need to get the foresters figured out, but otherwise, I think we put a forester over here, and then we have to put a forester over here. So that's at least 2 more people we're going to have to bring into town. And then as far as everything else, I think we start looking at what our production lines are doing and seeing if we need to supplement anything with more people. Like, for example, I kind of feel like we might need more weavers. So I feel like buying a second weaver hut is going to be in our near future. Because this clothing, we need cloth to build with, but then the clothing is like one of our big money makers right now. So I think next episode we're going to have to concentrate on, building another house or 2, so that we can start bringing in more people. We're probably going to have to do stuff like more weavers. We're going to have to get foresters and see if we can get them working. And again, like I said, see what areas we need to supplement with more people, just to make sure that all of our production is looking good. All the people we brought in, you can see that's kind of affected our food. So this was riding a little bit higher than this before. Now we're sitting there kind of at this 100. So we might have to up the threshold for our meat sales. Like instead of 100, we might have to bump that up a little bit just to make sure we don't get low on meat. Our fish aren't riding as high as they normally do. So, you know, all these new people, right? They're using resources. They're eating our food. So that's another thing we have to consider as we bring these people into town. Well, all right. I think we're not going to wait for this because this is going to take a while to get enough polished stone. So I think at this point I'm going to call it an episode. I hope you enjoyed this episode. This is interesting. Yeah, this tool production chain is just massive. It's a huge chain. It requires, you know, like if you include the warehouse, it requires 5 buildings, tons of workers. It's just a big production chain. All of that to prevent us from having to purchase our own tools. In hindsight, I feel like maybe just buying tools would have been a better choice, and we probably could have skipped that for quite a while. But it's in place now, so we'll just kind of manage that and see how that goes. Everything else seems to be doing pretty well, except for, like I said, you know, some of our resources are getting used a little bit more than they were. So we just don't have quite the surplus that we did with some of these resources. But I think we're okay for now. All right, well, again, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I'm glad you came by. Drop me a comment. Say hi. If you made it this far, I'd love to hear what you think about it. Yeah. I guess that's it. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.